Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Friday. We got 10 matchups on this MLB slate today, guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Getting pretty close to 20K subs, guys, so keep it up. Check out all my betting links in the description below, guys. Really great promos, especially with BetMGM. Get up to $1,500 in bonus bets if your first bet loses. So go ahead and take advantage. Big slate today. And all those promos are in the description below, guys. So check those out. And yeah, we crushed it yesterday in MLB. I think we went 12-1 in MLB to open up the season. Absolutely dominated. And hopefully we can have a good day today as well. So big slate today. Starting with the Milwaukee Brewers versus the New York Mets. Mets opening up as home favorites at -115. The Brewers -105 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Brewers is Freddie Peralta. And then pitching for the Mets is Jose Quintana. Peralta. His last two starts last season, he gave up 4 runs in both of his last 2 starts. So didn't really finish the season too strong there. Quintana, his last 2 starts, he gave up 3 and 5 runs. So both pitchers gave up good bit of runs here to close the season out. The Milwaukee 7-1 against the Mets, 4-2 on the road against the Mets. They were really good against the Mets last year. The overs hit in Milwaukee's 9 of their last 11 on a Friday. So do what you want with that. Maybe the over could be a good play. I'm liking the Brewers here. Looks like they're the underdogs on the road, depending on what books you're at. And yeah, I like them a little bit more in this matchup. They've been better head-to-head. I think I'm going to take a shot with the Brewers +1.5 on the road here. Next matchup, we got the Atlanta Braves versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Braves opening up as road favorites at -130. The Phillies +115 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Braves is Spencer Strider. And then pitching for the Phillies is Zach Wheeler. Strider, his last 3 starts, he gave up 3, 1, and 3 runs. Wheeler, he gave up 1, 2, and 2 runs. A very good pitching duel here. Both two very good pitchers. Atlanta played Philly to close the season out. Remember, the Phillies won that series. They were, they won that series. Beat Atlanta. Won three of those games out of the 4, and they kind of dominated that series. But Atlanta looking for revenge. We know how good this Atlanta team is and will be this year. The overs hit in 9 of their last 13 on the road against Philadelphia. So maybe the over is a good play today. This one's tough. It really is a nice duel. Philly played them good in the postseason. To start the season out, though, I think I got to roll with the Braves. I don't want to bet against them. I don't hate the Phillies at home getting plus money. They look good in the postseason, but I really like the Braves here. I'm going to roll with Atlanta on the road. Next matchup, we got the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay opening up as home favorites at -120. Toronto +110 with the over-under at 8. Toronto just beat the Rays yesterday. So they're 1-0. Big win for Toronto. The only game I got wrong on the slate yesterday. Pitching for Toronto is Chris Bassett. And then pitching for the Rays is Aaron Savale. Bassett, his last 3 starts, he gave up 0 runs, 2 and 2. So kind of finished the season strong last season. Savale, he gave up 1, 6, and 3 runs. His actual last start was against Toronto last season, where he only pitched 1 inning and gave up 1 run. But yeah, big win for Toronto. They played very good yesterday. The overs hit in 9 of their last 9 on the road against Tampa, so maybe the over is a good play today. And yeah, with what I saw yesterday, I don't know, Tampa Bay just didn't look ready to play. And I thought they'd be good at home. Toronto looked really good. This is what's tough about these back-to-backs and triple headers and consecutive games. Never know what's going to happen the next day. and Toronto's still underdog on the road. After what I saw yesterday, give me Toronto plus 1.5 here. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Miami Marlins. Miami opening up as home favorites at minus 130. The Pirates plus 115 with the over-under at 8.5. Pirates coming into this matchup 1-0. Marlins 0-1. Pitching for the Pirates is Martin Perez. And then pitching for the Marlins is AJ Puck. Perez, wasn't that amazing on the mound last season. Gave up 4, 4, and 3 runs in his last 3. Looks like Puck's making his debut, so there's no real data on him. Pitt, nice win yesterday against Miami. Beat them 6-5. Nice underdog win. And yeah, just a tough game there. Pittsburgh was a good dog yesterday. Kind of the same thing here. The overs hit 11 on their last 15 on the road, so maybe the overs a good play today. Yeah, I think I saw enough Pittsburgh. They're going to be solid. They're going to be solid this year. I think they'll be underdogs a lot this season. They're going to get a lot of underdog wins. And I think I'm going to run it back with the Pirates plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the New York Yankees versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at minus 120. The Yankees plus 110 with the over-under at 9. Yankees coming into this matchup 1-0. Houston 0-1. Yankees, pitching for the Yankees is Carlos Rodon. And then pitching for the Astros is Christian Javier. Rodon, his last 3 starts, he gave up 8, 3, and 3 runs. Had a tough last game of the season. Javier, he gave up 3, 2, and 0 runs. Yankees, nice win against Houston yesterday. Nice comeback win, winning 5-4. A nice underdog win for the Yankees. For a good way to start the season. Yankees are 5-1 against Houston, 4-1 on the road against Houston. They've been very good against the Astros here. The overs hit in Houston's 5 of their last 7, so maybe the overs are a good play. Houston 0-6 at home. Something about home. They just, don't play well. Yankees still getting underdog money on the road. Looked good yesterday. And I'm loving the values today. We got a 1-game sample size of what a lot of these teams are. And I'm liking the dogs here. And I'm going to take the Yankees plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Boston Red Sox versus the Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at minus 145. Boston plus 120 with the over-under at 7. Boston coming into this matchup 1-0. Seattle 0-1. Pitching for the Red Sox is Nick Pivetta. And then pitching for the Mariners is George Kirby. Pivetta, his last 2 starts, he gave up 0 runs. Same with Kirby. His last 2 starts, he gave up 0 runs. So both pitchers coming off excellent games. Boston with a nice win yesterday against Seattle as the underdog, winning 6-4. Boston, they're 12-4 against Seattle. They've been very good head-to-head. The overs hit in 13 of the last 15 on the road against Seattle. So they've been good against the Mariners here. And this is another good underdog I like. You're looking at a pretty good pitching battle. Both pitchers ended the season strong. We'll see how well they fare here, but Boston looked pretty good. Another team, I think they're going to be underdogs a lot this year in a lot of matchups, and they're going to be very surprising and get a lot of underdog wins like they did yesterday. Give me Boston plus 1.5 on the road here. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Guardians versus the Oakland Athletics. Cleveland opening up as road favorites at minus 130. Oakland plus 110 with the over-under at 8. Cleveland coming into this matchup 1-0. Oakland 0-1. Pitching for the Guardians is Logan Allen. And then pitching for the Guardians is Logan Allen. And then pitching for Oakland is Ross Stripling. Allen, his last 3 starts, he gave up 4, 1, and 1 runs. Stripling, he gave up 1, 3, and 3 runs. Cleveland, what a game yesterday. Swept the A's 8-0. Great game from Bieber. I mean, they just had a great game all around here. I love a shutout on opening day. They're 5-0 against Oakland, 8-1 on the road against Oakland. The overs hit in 4 out of the last 5 on a Friday here, so maybe the over's a good play today. Yeah, I have no confidence in Oakland. What I saw yesterday, they couldn't get a run in. The offense looked weak. Very bad. Give me the Guardians on the road here. Next matchup, we got the Colorado Rockies versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona opening up as home favorites at -240. The Rockies +195 with the over-under at 9. Rockies coming into this matchup 0-1. Arizona 1-0. Pitching for the Rockies is Cal Quantrill. And then pitching for Arizona is Merrill Kelly. Quantrill, his last 3 starts, he gave up 4, 1, and 2 runs. Kelly gave up 1, 1, and 4 runs. So finished the season on 2 nice games there. But what a game yesterday. I mean, Arizona 16-1. It's a shame that only finished 16-1 because they got those 16. It was 16-1 in the 3rd inning. So you figure they would have ran it up to 20-something, but there was no more offense the rest of the game. They just pitched a pretty much shutout after the third inning. So yeah, this Colorado team, they're going to stink this year. They really are. This Arizona team, they're going to be very good. And Gallen looked good yesterday. The hitting looked really good. A lot of promise for Arizona. They're going to be a fun team this year. Colorado 0-10 on the road, 1-8 on the road against Arizona. From what I saw yesterday, regardless of what happens today, there's just no chance I can take the Rockies +1.5, losing by 15 runs yesterday. So, and I already like the D-backs as well. Give me Arizona at home. Next matchup, we got the San Francisco Giants versus the San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as home favorites at -160. The Giants +130 with the over-under at 8. Giants coming into this matchup 0-1. The Padres 1-0. I'm sorry, the Padres 2-1. Pitching for the Giants is Kyle Harrison with an ERA of 0. Pitching for the Padres is Joe Musgrove with an ERA of 16.88. Harrison, his last 3 starts, he gave up 0, 2, and 3 runs. And Musgrove, he's already pitched this season. You know, one of those games, I forget where it was. It wasn't in this country, though. But he only pitched 2 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 2 strikeouts. So didn't really look good in his debut. But I'll say those games really didn't even count. So I'm not too worried about those numbers there. But Padres with the 6-4 win yesterday against the Giants looked pretty good on offense. The Giants, their road struggle is really continuing into this season. They're 2-15 on the road, 1-6 on the road against the Padres, 1-6 straight up against the Padres. They have not been good against the Padres here. And this the roads. It's tough picking a road team when they can't win on the road. It really is. The under's hitting 5 of the last 6 against the 2, so maybe the under's a good play, but I just don't love the road stats. And I think Musgrove has a much better game today than his first one. I'm going to roll with the Padres at home. In the last matchup, we got the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at -220. The Cardinals +175 with the over-under at 8.5. Cardinals coming into this matchup 0-1. The Dodgers 2-1. Pitching for the Cardinals is Zach Thompson. And then pitching for the Dodgers is Bobby Miller. Thompson, his last 3 starts, he gave up 2, 4, and 4 runs. Miller gave up 3, 0, and 2 runs. Big win for the Dodgers yesterday, winning 7-1. Nice win for LA. Glasnow looked good on the mound. Hitting was good. Ohtani looked good in his real home debut. St. Louis 0-6 on the road against the Dodgers. So they struggled on the road there. The unders hit in 8 out of their last 11. And then the unders hit in Dodgers 4 of their last 5. So maybe the unders a good play today. But yeah, LA dominant at home here. Looked good yesterday. Better days for the Cardinals. I still think they'll be solid this year. But against the Dodgers, looked good yesterday. I got to roll with LA at home here. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Friday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Saturday. Have a good one.